Hello traders, Ade Forex here and welcome back to a brand new episode of Forex Focus. Here we discuss the Forex market, we talk about what happened in the previous week and also what we are expecting in the subsequent weeks. And also we have some little discussion, just some little chit chat and here and there. So without further ado, let's actually get straight into today's video. Alright, so as you can see, here we are on the DXY, right? So today's analysis is going to be very minimal. Alright, so we won't be going deeper. We're just going to have some straight analysis. Now as you can see right here, as you can see, with overall the DXY has been bearish, right, on the weekly time frame since we broke this particular low, right? Since we broke that low, we've been bearish, right? So and in the past weeks we've had this bullish candles, right, some sort of retracement, right, into this zone. And if you actually pull out our fib, our optimal trade entry, let's actually draw it like that from this zone to the low, right, we can see that it actually aligns with the optimal trade entry, right, on entry zones, right? So it looks like we are the retracement is done, right? It looks like it, right? But my thought process before was that we were going to take out this high, right, as liquidity, then probably reverse to take out this equal lows, right? But looks like this order block, this supply zone is holding, right? And it looks like the market is trying to take out this equal lows, which is a magnet, right, currently. So before I had this as a magnet, right? This was a magnet for me, and also obviously this equal lows to a magnet. But now we can see that this supply zone was this supply zone kind of held, right? So what we can see in the subsequent weeks is that we might see this low get taken out, right? But after this low has been taken out, where is the market likely to head towards? We can see the market come into this order block, right? And if you even let me pull out the optimal fib once again, so we can see, right, that this particular order block actually aligns with the negative 0.5 zone, right, level rather, and which is the negative 0.5 level means this range, right, half of this range is the negative 0.5, right? So this particular zone actually aligns with it, and as you can see, the one deviation actually aligns with this particular zone also, right? This particular zone. So we could see the market potentially come into these zones, right? But first we need to actually just look at what we can see the most recent place, which is this lows, right? This equal lows, right? So this is what's drawing price, right? But let's actually go to the daily time frame to get a clear analysis, right? So as we can see right here, if this we have this order block right here. So if this demand zone doesn't hold, right, if this demand zone doesn't hold, right, we could see the market take out these lows, right, this equal lows, right? We could see market take it out. But as you can see right here, this zone could hold, and you might see price just do something like this, because as you can see, we've taken out a lot of liquidities, right? We've taken out this internal liquidity, right? We've taken it out, so we could see the market just tap into this. You could see market tap into this zone like that and just reverse, right? However, we could also have something like this, right? Maybe something like this, right? So I mean, it's up to the market to do its thing, right? We just have to react to whatever the market does. All right, so let's actually go to the GBPUSD to analyze that also. Now as you can see on the weekly time frame, I've actually plotted out this particular I've annotated it also. I've put in the lipsticks on the chart. So as you can see right here, my thought process before was that the market had taken out the the buy side around here, and then the market reacted off of it, right? I was expecting the market to actually come to take out this sell side, right? But I mean, you'll never be right all the time, right? But trust me, we did so good on the lower time frame. Like on the previous week was a very good week for me, right? It was a very, very good week for me. I only had one loser, and I had two winners. I think 2 winners or 3 winners, right? 1 to 4 IR trades. 3 winners, I think. Yeah, 3 winners actually. So the previous week was a very good week, right? So but as you can see right here, the market took out, broke this structure, right? Market broke this structure. So where is the liquidity area now for us? Where is the area that's drawing price? It's this high, right? The market could decide to tap into this order block to probably push towards the downside, or take out this high entirely, take it out entirely, right? But as you can see, this is the high that's drawing price to us. So now this strong low, you see that I put question mark on it. It means, is this low actually strong, right? Is it actually, of course it's a strong low because we actually broke structure, right? Well, is it actually going to hold in the long run? But for now, it is our strong low, right? It's our strong low. So we should expect price to rally up to this zone, right? And as you can see, we have this fair value gaps, like multiple fair value. We have this fair value gap, right? So this area was not like we eventually in the future we expect price to actually come to mitigate this fair value gaps, because this price was not balanced, right? So eventually we're obviously going to take it out, and as you can see, it's kind of sooner, right, than expected. So my thought process is just let's actually go to the daily time frame. All right, so on the daily time frame, you could I think there's something there. Let me delete that. So on the daily time frame, you could decide to take some shots if you see some reversals on probably the 4 hourly time frame, right? A short into this. Let's actually go back to the daily time frame. So we have this fair value gap on the daily time frame, right? We have a fair value gap right here. All right, so we have this fair value gap right here, and then we have this demand zone, or the order block, right? We have the order block on the daily time frame, but if you want to make it your demand zone, do it like this. So we have this zone right here, and then we have this fair value gap, right? If you are going to take reversals, right? But I mean, you can just as well follow the trend until we get to here on the lower time frames, like the 15 minute or the 1 minute, whatever the case may be. So let me just delete all this and go back to the higher time frame. So my thought process is just I expect I expect price to come into this supply zone or this order block, right? So that's my bias for the GBPUSD in the subsequent weeks. All right, so let's actually have a little discussion, right? Which is going to be this discussion is going to be random, right? It's going to be just random, and I actually got this idea from I think I can't really remember the guy, probably on Twitter or on YouTube, right? Like talking about the dark side of trading, right? That no one talks about. Speaking of the dark side of trading, right? I mean, a lot of people just think forex trading is something you can actually just come into and just it's easy, just come into it, start trading, start making money within a very short period of time. And but to be honest, there's a dark side to it. Like there's a dark side to it, like in this shit here. Now the first thing is the first point is trading being a lonely business, right? You have to be okay with being lonely. Like if you are this type of person that doesn't like being alone, like you're an extroverted person, like not even necessarily extrovert, like you can't just do it being alone. Like you have to be with someone, you have to be with, I mean, trust me, you be hot. Like there'll be you get to a certain stage, and you like it will be hard for you, to be honest, because you have to be okay with being alone in this game. You have to be okay with being alone, because there are some certain stuff that you'll be going through, and you have to go through it alone. You don't have to tell anyone about it, right? I learned it the hard way. Like, personally, I'm this kind of individual that I don't really like talking about what I'm doing or what I do to people, right? Like, especially something that's related to my growth. Yeah, I don't like discussing with people. I can be a very introvert. I'm an introverted individual. Yeah, but like, I just, like, that's just who I am, like, naturally. Yeah, so you have to be okay with being alone, right? You have to be okay with being alone. You have to be okay, like, I mean, it's so crazy, yeah, but you just have to be okay with being alone. Like, a lot of people don't talk about this, yeah, but it's just okay, right? It's totally okay. It's totally fine. You have to be with your child, like, very early in the morning. Like, currently now, I only trade for 2 hours a day. Before, I used to, like, just be on the chart all day, like, trying to look for setups and all those stuff. Yeah, but now I'm currently, like, the way I trade now is time and price, right? I only trade for maximum 2.5 hours, but 2 hours I'm done, right? Between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., right? But at max, I extend to 10:30, right? If I see that, okay, I'm having some sort of setup that's setting up, right, I can wait till 10:30, but max, that's 10:30. But most times I just trade between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? So that's the time I actually trade now, and trust me, it has been very, very good. I have time to do other stuff, right, and just move on with my day. So the second point is, trading being stressful, right? Now, some people just do think, making this money, it's an easy thing. Just like the guru, the idols put it on the social media. Like, if you go to Twitter, if you go on Twitter, you like Twitter, Instagram, you're going to be seeing 1 to 100 RR, 1 to 1 billion RR. Like, you're just going to be seeing all those winners. Like, they're going to be posting winners upon winners upon winners for you. But trust me, it's not like that, bro. These people that are posting 1 to 30 RR, 1 to 50 RR, trust me, they had, like, I tweeted something. If you follow me on Twitter, you'd see the tweet. I tweeted something about, if you see the number of losses, if you see the number of losers your gurus take, like, before that 1 to 1 billion RR they posted, you yourself, you'd know that you yourself, you are a guru yourself, because these people are just trying to, like, sell something to you guys, right? So they just try to, like, find the perfect set to some of them even go to the extent of editing their stuff, right? So, like, trading is not that easy, right? It's not as easy as people think it is, right? When you get into the business, you understand that it is stressful, and you have to be okay with it being stressful. You have to be okay, like, psychologically, like, the where the stress comes in is actually mentally, right? To be honest, it's actually mental, because me personally, I don't see trading, although for beginners, yeah, it can be very, very stressful, both psychologically, both mentally, both physically, right? Because you have to, like, put in the work and all those stuff, yeah. But actually, at the moment, yeah, I personally, I backtest when I can, right? I backtest when I can. So I don't really, I have my working strategy, I have my working system, so I only, have to, like, just do. I mean, so where the stress comes in for me at the moment is the psychology aspect, right? So I have to, like, be okay with being stressed, like, having sometimes, having losing streaks, like, have, like, and I think in May I was having losing streaks here. And this previous week I had, winners. Like, I took 4 trades, 3 of them were winners, 1 to 4 RRs, and I had 1 loser. And that loser that I had was, I took the trade on the 15-minute time frame, which was what I've always been doing, right? But I just recently switched to, taking my trades from the lower time frame, 1 minute, 3 minutes for confirmation entries, right? So that's why I actually adjusted my time frame to trade to 2 hours or 2 hours 30 minutes mark at max. So trading is actually stressful, right? But a lot of people don't seem to understand that it's stressful until they get into this game. Trading is stressful, so you have to be okay with it, right? Now, my final point is, trading is boring. It's actually related to being lonely, right? Trading is boring, to be honest. It's boring, right? Trading is boring. Like, if you think trading is not boring, it's if you think trading is not boring and you think trading is nice, trading is trust me, it's your psychology that's in the wrong, place. Trust me. If you think trading is not boring and trading is a very very hard, like, trust me, it's because you are having winning streaks, right? It's because you're having those winners upon winners. And if you think, oh my god, trading is sad and it's not, like, if you think it's not boring, but it's just not, trust me, it's your psychology, likewise, because naturally trading is boring and you have to accept it like that. Trading is it's a lonely game and it's boring. Like, sometimes you get speaking of the boring aspect here, sometimes you've analyzed the chart, you've done all your analysis, now waiting for your entry criteria. What are you going to do? You just wait. You have to be, that's where patience comes in, right? You have to be patient with this market, right? You've done your analysis, now you are waiting, doing what now. And personally here, within those 2 hours or 2 hours 30 minutes, I'm focused on the chart. I'm not doing anything else except being on the chart. I've left my phone somewhere, like I'm not on the social media as well. So I'm solely focused on the chart. But while waiting for my analysis, like, it will be kind of boring. I'm not trading, I'm just looking at the chart. I'm focused, right? Like, so trading is kind of boring. And come to think of the times where you've done your analysis and then you miss the trade by, let's say, if you've placed your limit order and then you miss the trade by, let's say, a pip or 2. Just think of that. Like, you miss the trade and then you be like, oh my god, what's all this, man? Like, and you come to think of the times where you take a trade and then you get stopped out by maybe a pip or 2, and then the trade goes straight to your TP and you be like, oh my days, what the heck is this? So trading is stressful, trading is stressful, trading is boring, trading is lonely. It's a lonely business, and you have to be okay with everything. You have to be okay with showing up every day and not taking any trade. You have to be okay with showing up every day and having losers, having losing trades. You have to be okay with it. You have to be okay with, personally, I don't do break even. I don't trail my stops, right? Like, the trade that I took this week, if I had held them, minimum RR I would have had on those trades would be I would be 30 RR plus. 30 RR plus. Like, I'm not even capping, I'm not even joking. Like 30 RR plus. If I had held those trades, well, do you think my psychology was affected? No. Like, some people, they'll be like, oh my god, I could have held, I should have, but no. I know this is how I trade. This is how this is what is my trading plan. This is what I've concluded. Okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to stick with it, right? So having those 1 to 4 RR trades, it's okay for me, right? It's okay for me. It's total. So if you think you are having pressure from all these people that are having 1 to 1 billion, unfollow them or block them. Just unfollow them. But right now, on my Twitter, I only look at the people I'm following. With the For You page, I try my possible best not to look at that page, because a lot is on that page. You'll be seeing 1 to 1 billion, and your cycle, you'll be feeling as if you are not doing enough. But trust me, you are doing more than enough. Don't let anyone, pressure you, right? Don't let anyone pressure you, right? Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to rush. In this game, if you want to get rich quick, trust me, you are not going to get rich. You are going to get poorer. Like, you are going to become more poor than you were. So you have to take it easy. You have to be okay with showing up every single day and not taking any trade. You have to be okay with showing up every single day and not taking any trade for the whole week. If you do not get any trade that meet up with your criteria, right? You have to be okay with it. You have to be okay with it. So So that's what we just want to talk about today. The dark side of trading that no one talks about. Trading being lonely, trading being stressful, and trading being boring. Like it's so crazy here, but I mean, it is what it is. We have to like accept the fact that you have to accept those facts. You have to accept them. And so that takes us to the end of today's video. And if you actually enjoyed this particular video, do well to smash the like button and subscribe if you resonate with this discussion. Do well to drop your opinions in the comment section, and if you have any probably advice or anything, just drop it in the comment section, and I'll definitely adhere to all the advice and all your opinions, right? I'll definitely adhere to them. And yeah, so if you want to link up with me, you can as well check all the links in the description. I have a community, a Telegram community. You can as well check the links. All the links are in the description. My Twitter, my Instagram, all links are in the description. And yeah, so don't forget to smash the like button and also subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.